Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Country Club Adjacent. I am sitting here in studio to the right of the one and only Griff, Trough God, Flop God, Flippin'. And to my right, we have Alex Costa. He's a Spanish Mexican, but he does not speak Spanish. And I don't know why I said that.
Salvadorian, dog.
Exactly.
Oh, you're Salvatrush. Yeah, that's right. All right, racism. Guys, yes, Alex is our producer slash camera guy slash video editor slash like fucking all around MVP. He recently came on ship in what, January?
December. Late December.
And brother, you have been fucking absolutely killing it, bro. If you've noticed the standard of quality on all our video stuff kind of go up recently, that's to this fucking rock Pokemon. He's 4'4". He's 400 pounds of pure rock, bro. Pure muscle.
5'6", 250.
Yeah. But how's it been, bro? How's it been, Al?
It's been good. It's easy to make good content when the talent's good. You know what I'm saying? So it's been cool. I've worked with you guys before, and now it's cool to be officially
Yeah, you worked
part
with
of the
us
team.
before. It sucked, and now you're back on the team.
It sucked.
It's a lot better.
I was in Mesquite with Griff in a broken down RV that had no AC, only if we were driving. And yeah, that
It's
was
so
our
funny.
first trip.
Yeah, you were there in the beginning, and it was a fucking shit show. I mean, like, we were in-house fighting every day. There was no communication. Everybody like would say something, and the other person would take it as something different.
Yep.
And it was just like a fucking mess. And so you worked with us, I would say, like, for a couple of times within the first like 3 to 6 months that we kind of formed the pod. And
The first one was Trump.
First one was Trump.
At Trump National Golf Course in Palos Verdes. Yeah.
So so that happened. I remember like the third time you worked with us. I think it was for that like Comedy Gives Back tournament. He like we're talking afterwards. He's like, bro, I'm just not gonna film golf for a couple weeks, bro. He's like, I gotta take a fucking couple weeks off. Like, this shit is not. And I was like, yeah, I get it. And then didn't film again for like another year and a half.
Yeah, and then I came back for which one was it?
I forget.
It was
it was for the acid one.
The acid one, yeah. That one was
One
a
of
fun one.
the second acid video.
Yeah,
And that one was a little fun, and I definitely could tell like he could kind of see our dynamic had definitely improved.
Yep.
And then we were kind of in the we're looking for like a video guy, bro. Like, we had a budget. We're looking for someone to kind of like improve, and we were like taking auditions from people.
Yep.
And we took like all these auditions and
Zoom audition.
dude, we took like Zoom auditions with like 5 different people, and everything was good. There was like some great people that applied, and in the back of my head, I was just like, dude, I'm in love with Alex, and it's always been Alex, bro.
Yeah.
He showed up, and dude, nobody works harder than this guy. And he's very creative and sees stuff on top of just being behind the camera. And it's just like CCA 2.0 because of this guy. This is such a team effort. And I just like, I sleep better at night knowing we got a guy like this on our fucking team.
Dude, me too, bro.
Like,
it's so nice to just see the quality of shit. It's so nice to work with you too, because like we'll be out there filming, and you're the one that's like, we got to do this, shoot this, get over there, we're going to shoot that.
I'm like,
Not
all
only
right,
that, then
Jesus.
pictures are coming, like live pictures are coming.
he turns a fucking video around before he's even done filming it.
Bro, we're going to
What?
we'll talk about Austin, but this is how crazy it is like I dipped from the Friday Beers party to do like a bunch of spots, and I was doing my last spot of the night at like 10:30. I'm halfway through my through my set, and I just look, and this little fucking gargoyle is like full speed running into the club with his photos out, and he's just taking photos. He had like taken a lift scooter after doing one job to fucking smash over to me just to get a couple of pics at the club.
And that was a fucking ride.
Well, yeah, I did it, so I know. Like it was a mission. The best part was I get off stage and I'm like, yo, thanks. And I'm like, we're 5 feet from the stage, and I'm like, yo, thanks. He's like, dude, what a fucking mission it was. And I'm like, hey, fucking chill, bro. But he was just amped up, dude.
My heart was pumping, dog. I went over so many hills. I was squeezing the handlebar so hard.
And you had to go through the overpass.
Dude, overpass. I was like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here. There's a fucking freeway right here.
Yeah.
But
and then halfway through, you get to 6th Street, they stop working, so you just kind of like power through.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I started pedaling, and then I just got off and ran. I was like, dude, fuck this.
So, by the way, we are missing a couple of our cucks. So, a couple of things to go over here. We're missing Jake and we're missing Aristotle. So, with Jake, you guys knew that he was having a little bit of a nose surgery.
Rhinoplasty, yep.
Little rhinoplasty, trying to
For
improve his confidence.
And it wasn't just, cosmetic. He had a deviated septum, and it was causing breathing problems.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that part either.
Yeah.
So he had a deviated septum. So that brings us to our next subject. Jake was supposed to be in studio here with full-on cast. We were going to make fun of him. But yesterday we get a call that Jake is in a lot of pain. And he's going to go get something checked out. We were like, okay, let us know what happened. Turns out,
the septum part. So I don't know exactly how it works. They have to reconstruct his deviated septum so he can breathe. And
because the septum was so fucked up, I believe there was like a minor collapse is what he said.
Yep.
So minor collapse. So he needs to go back into
there's reconstructive surgery or something.
I guess they have to double rebuild his nose.
So basically, he got the surgery and, is in the process of healing. And I don't know exactly how the structure of it works, but basically it collapsed and he wasn't able to breathe in the middle of the night.
I think because he was telling us he's not supposed to smile.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he might have smiled.
He might have done something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but
that could have done it. Like smile, like broke the bridge.
Yeah, I think that has to be it. Unless they didn't do it right. But I'm pretty sure a smile, because all this lifts, all these muscles are connected. So if you smile, it's gonna, apply pressure to that area.
You have to nail that, that recovery period. And I don't know if it's Jake. I don't know if it's a surgeon. However, he couldn't breathe. Woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't breathe. So they sent him he was in the ICU for a day, which is really scary.
Yes.
And he's recovering. And now it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, did they botch this and it's going to mess him up permanently? I don't know, but he is in the hospital now.
He is in the hospital. He's out of the ICU. He does go back under the knife later today. And he's a healthy guy. And we just send him some DMs. Say,
just send him some support.
Send him some support. Say, I'm sorry the surgery kind of went bad. I hope this next one goes good. Because I don't want him coming back with a Michael Jackson nose, but that's what he said could happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I just hope it's one of those things that if the surgery went wrong, it can't do permanent damage.
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern.
I think it'll be cool though. He just needs to actually rest, Just
needs to actually rest. I know what I was reading about because he was telling me the complications. So I was Google searching. Is they're gonna definitely be looking for a cadaver nose. So I know that's a thing of him getting on a list for an organ donor, like a cadaver.
Yeah. I wonder how they do that because they have to if you get a kidney right or something.
Yeah, so
it has to be an exact match.
It's an exact match. So I'm pretty sure he has to find an Ashkenazi donor, but I don't know. We'll see. So he's on the list of. I don't know how how many like Ashkenani donors, like, because they're kind of tight about that, like giving away free stuff. So like I don't know if they're gonna he's gonna be on that Ashkenazi donor list. But I'm hoping that like he uses some of his dad's connections to kind of like bump him up on the list. I mean, he did live in Section 8 housing for a while, and he shouldn't be doing that. So like, I think he could.
That was nice too.
He could. Yeah, it was a great place, bro. So I'm sure he could do the same thing of like get in front of someone who needs like a nose more for him, but like he needs it to
I
look
think
better.
He did because he's going again today.
No, but well, yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's that. If you are Ashkenazi Jew and you have an extra nose, reach out to us and send a message. And then
The good news.
the good news. Stotts is not
my
here.
boy.
This was kind of fucking crazy. So, very excited to announce Stotts and Cindy are pregnant. So Stotts is not here because they have an ultrasound appointment. So I'm very excited for them. And
So Cindy had a flight to Colombia like last week, and then Stotts got a call yesterday.
yep.
Saying that he should fly out because there's some news. So he flies out and announces to us.
Yeah, because that's where her mom lives, by the way.
That's
So
where
it's
her
like
mom lives.
it's important to have the family there. For
Yeah,
that.
he wasn't flying out there for like a cheap ultrasound. Stotts got money.
No.
Yeah. And flies out and yeah, it looks like Blake Weber is gonna be a father.
That's insane.
That is pretty fucking
I didn't
crazy,
know.
bro.
I was like, is anybody in the group going to have kids?
I didn't even know he was having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, anybody in the group's going to have kids, so we will now have a father in the group.
So should we tell him the real news though? Stotts gonna be having twins, bro.
Ooh.
Twin Stotts.
Did they know their identity, or do they know it's a boy and a girl? Is it both boys or both girls?
Well, I don't think we should assume genders at this point. Like I think we'll ask them
Yeah.
when they come out. I think Stotts and Cindy would definitely ask them.
Yeah. I'm hyped. I know Stotts didn't want to be a dad. I remember we recorded a podcast. He was talking about he doesn't want to have kids, but from the time now that I've joined and been around you guys a lot more and I've got to know you guys a lot more, Stotts is fun. He's funny, obviously. So I think as a parent, because my brother has kids, I think Stotts is going to be a really fun dad, and I think he's going to end up really liking it.
And I don't know if it's as much as, I don't know if I'd phrase it as he didn't want kids. He was one of those guys that's like neutral. I think it was like if it happened, he would accept it, and it wasn't like that. I don't think he was trying.
No, he definitely told me like.
Yeah,
he definitely told me like I'll never have kids, and also like if that were to happen, I'm going to get it taken care of. So I think Cindy going to Colombia and not being able to have that taken care of, like now he gets to fly to see the ultrasound. I think it's like a good thing.
Yeah, and I do think he's going to be a good dad.
Yeah.
Like just knowing who he is as a he's just a good human being. He cares about people around him. I just think he's organized. Like, I see him being a good dad.
Yeah. So if you are listening to this podcast and you want to wish Stotts congratulations, please
Shoot him a
DM
DM.
him. Shoot him a post. We're kind of breaking this news, and just say congratulations on that baby. Yeah.
And if you have a kid, if you're a listener, shoot him.
Like some tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, like diaper stuff, like tips.
If
whatever
you have,
tips.
if you're one of those, because you're in that phase or you haven't had the kid yet, you're not sure like what to expect and what to do. Shoot him a DM and with like detailed info.
Yeah. No, I'm sure because I'm sure he's nervous right now. Like this is all
He's extremely nervous.
really quick for them. You just found out.
I talked to him like 2 hours last night. He's freaking out.
Yeah, so like obviously any help or any well wishes will definitely ease his mind a bit. But like I said, I'm confident he's gonna be a good dad. I think it's gonna be fun.
I did see that he started an Instagram account for the
Already
kid.
for the
yeah,
kid?
yeah, and he's already got like 4,000 followers.
He's like, I don't want a kid. He's like, all right, here's the Instagram,
yeah,
here's the handle.
So that's cool. He's already
He's
like
not
got
even
it.
like promoting it, and it's already got 4,000 followers.
He's not even promoting it. and it's got
He's not
4,000.
even- That's so fucking.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating. I had to work
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
For my first 4,000 followers.
Yeah, he's not even
and
promoting
he's not
his
even
child.
trying.
The child's not even out of the stomach yet, bro. That's the crazy part.
Do you see him being one of those dads that's gonna like fucking his stories and a bunch of his posts are gonna be about the baby now?
Yeah,
Babies, I guess in that case.
I hope that like I hope he gets like the little baby to like vape or something, you know?
Oh,
Like a baby vapes.
baby vape.
Baby vapes.
Yeah.
Blake and baby vapes.
Oh, if he can be like I could see him doing that, like teaching his kid how to vape. That's like the only content with your baby that's not annoying.
Yeah. A vaping baby.
Vaping
it's kind
baby?
of like that baby that used to smoke cigarettes. Remember that baby in like India? Little chubby fat baby that was like smoking
He's doing that with
cigarettes.
his- oh.
That's what's Blake's baby is going to be. It's going to be like a little fucking elf bar.
Oh,
And he's going to be dumping down strawberry cherry ice.
I could see him posting the hell out of the kid. Because
Oh,
kids
yeah.
look funny and stuff when they're first born.
And I know Stotts' baby's going to look funny.
Yeah,
as
he'll have the voices and he'll
yeah,
do
the
the
baby's
voiceovers
gonna
for
come
the
out.
baby.
He's gonna be like,
Yeah, I think so.
Greek Colombian baby.
yeah, a little Greek Colombian.
Wow.
So shoot Jake, shoot Stotts some messages for us. They couldn't be in studio, but we're happy to be joined by our fucking goddamn all-star producer Alex, and it's just me and Griff too, baby. It's just a couple of fucking bottoms, just a couple of
bottom.
Just two people
closeted-
that destroyed this weekend.
Yeah.
You guys destroyed the show this
Shut the
weekend. I was,
fuck up, bro.
dude, I was like, I'm already a fan, but after this weekend, I was like, fuck, bro.
Fuck you, bro.
It was unbelievable. I can't wait for people to see this shit.
Dude. All right, so we go to Austin this weekend. Friday
South
beers.
by Southwest.
South by Southwest. Friday beers and doing things is throwing another joint party. Now, last year I couldn't make it out for the joint party. They threw a comedy show, and last year it was a fucking shit show, apparently, is from what I heard. And we got the invite a couple of weeks ago. Hey, we're doing fucking a party. We'd love to have you out here. I go, fucking, let's do it. You want us out there? We're out there. We're doing a comedy show. I go, I would love to do your comedy show. Griff goes, yep, we figured it out from last year too. It's going to be better this year.
Well, I gave him the note.
And Kenward said the same thing.
Yeah, we got it figured out.
So I go out there. I fly out a day late. You guys flew out there, what, Friday?
Friday morning, yeah.
What
Stotts
happened
and
on
I
Friday?
judged the roast battle at the Vulcan.
Yeah.
And that first night, and it was just like, it was so fucking easy to just shit on people.
Yeah. That was fun, I guess. It was easy. We just went in and
It's like it was like
They did their thing.
It's in the same vein as back off. So I'm just telling people like stuff I would do there, and it's just and the whole audience is loving it. So we did that. That was fun. And then Saturday.
Saturday, I fly in at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I hop on like a 5 o'clock flight. I fly in. I have no idea where my hotel's at. I text Alex, who's already at the hotel. He goes, it's at the Holiday Inn. I go, perfect. They're really sparing no expense for us.
at like 7:30 in the morning.
At like 7:30 in the morning, they're sparing no expense. So I get to the Holiday Inn, and I immediately have a fucking meltdown with the receptionist. I fucking get to the Holiday Inn. I talk to the dude. I give him my name. He goes, we don't have a reservation for you. I go, okay, what about this name? We don't have that. I go, what about this name? He goes, we don't have that either. So now I call Alex, and I'm on the phone with Alex, and I'm going, what the fuck? Did they not book me a fucking room? What, do I got to bunk with you now? He's like, I got 2 beds. I go, I don't give a fuck about your 2 beds. I want my own fucking room. I'm an arena comic that opens up for people. So
It opens up for people.
I'm like panicking to Alex, like on the phone. And then a different lady comes to the reception, and she like flags me down, and she goes, what's your name again? So I tell her my name, and she goes, yep, we have your reservation right here. So
Reservation.
for some reason, the guy takes down my name, can't find my reservation. Now the lady takes down my name. There's my reservation. I go, perfect. I'll talk to you later, Alex. She's already got some sort of attitude.
I'm already about to fall asleep.
She's already got
Let me
some
throw that
sort
in. I'm about to re-fall asleep again.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And so I'm like, great. She got my reservation. I don't know how you searched my name once. You couldn't find it. But now you search my name again. You can find it. Whatever. But she's got some weird attitude. I go, okay, whatever. I go, okay, cool. Thank you so much. She goes, oh, yeah. So, yeah, the reason we couldn't find your reservation is because you were a no-show yesterday. So we had to cancel that. And I go, oh, okay. And so I kind of let that breeze by, right? Because you know me. Here's the thing about me, bro. The littlest thing sets me off. It is just something so small that is just turns into a fucking tirade for me, you know? It's just the littlest thing. I can't let it go. Like, I just can't. So she goes, yeah, we couldn't find it because you were a no-show yesterday, so we had to cancel the reservation. And so I go, oh, so is my reservation not ready right now? And she goes, no, it's ready. And I go, oh, so it's ready. So then what's the point of the no-show? And she's like, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, why did you bring up that I was a no-show yesterday? Because under my impression, I was only supposed to be here tonight. But what's the deal with the no-show? She goes, you were just a no-show yesterday. I said, oh, yes, I know I was a no-show. But why would you tell me that I was a no-show if it didn't matter? Because you have my room. And she goes, you're just not understanding what I'm saying. And I said, no, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm a little upset that you're trying to take an attitude with me and shame me about being a no-show when I could have bought 4 weeks of hotel rooms and not showed up to fucking any of them. But I paid for them, so they're my fucking hotel rooms. I just don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. And I was like, whatever, let me just get in my room. And she goes, yeah, we need a card. I go, I only have Apple Pay. She goes, we can't take that. And now I'm just like, you know what? You're fucking ridiculous, lady. Like, what do you mean you can't take Apple Pay? We need the chip. I go, I got the full fucking number. You got my ID. This is the card. What do you want from me, dude? So now we're back and forth. And now I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous, lady. And we are just going back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't have a fucking card. So here's money. What do you want? We need a card. Can't check you in if you don't have a card. I go, I don't even fucking pay for it. Well, you got to call them who pay for it to authorize. And then I just called Alex.
Woke me up again, asked me to bring down my card. So I walked down there. You could tell that they were both so angry at each other. And she had a mask on, but you could tell that her face, like her lips were just like she was fucking livid. And Mark's just sitting there leaning over. I'm just like, all right. And then they do all that stuff and he leaves and I go and buy a Monster and she is the nicest lady I've ever met. She's like, oh my God, how was your stay? Is it going good? Okay, cool. Yeah, here, it's only $4. You want me to charge you the room? I'm like, damn, Mark really pissed this girl off because she is fucking nice.
No, dude, it's older Latin ladies in places of
So you're
power.
racist.
Yeah.
No, they're against me. Anytime it's an older Latin lady in a place of power where I have to ask for like some sort of leeway, they do not give me a fucking inch. Happened across the street with a rental car. Like,
Do you think it's a connection to Latin culture? Do you think if you looked more masculine, there would be more respect for you?
maybe.
But if it happens a lot, don't you think it might just be you and the way that you act?
Not at all. Not at all.
Because it's like, it's like
Nope, I
if it
accept
happened
no responsibility.
once, twice, three
No.
times, it might be you.
No, because I am a fucking customer service god. Like, I get shit done customer service wise. Because just after that, we were at some place and they fucking treated us like super nice because of the way I spoke to them.
Where?
I can't remember.
Yeah. I was like, I was there the whole trip. I don't.
Where?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I got nothing.
No, I'm just saying that lady fucking sucked, dude. That lady fucking sucked. I fucking hated that lady. To then just fucking and then just go into my room at the Holiday Inn. Yuck. So Alex had to put his debit card down for me because I'm a child, and then they charged his room like $600.
Yeah. Yesterday I checked my bank and it's $600 taken out, and I text Mark. I'm like, thanks for making that Latina lady so mad. She charged me $600 for your fucking room.
But they uncharged it.
They
right?
gave it back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they gave
I
it
was
back.
getting nervous there. I was like,
Oh, trust me, I was getting nervous too. I was like, whoa, $600. What the hell? I thought Mark fucked up his room or some shit like that, and they charged us.
Mark just got angry and just took it out on her, punched holes in the wall, and just shit all over the carpet.
No, it was fine, bro. It's just like it's these ladies. It's like people in places of power, right? Because that's not the policy. The policy is up to them. They can choose to take whatever they want. because I checked into that one hotel, right?
Yeah, the Walmart.
Dude, within 3 minutes, I'm in my room. I didn't have a fucking credit card. She goes, yeah, we'll just do a credit card authorization form. Just give me the full credit card number. I was like, perfect. Wrote down my credit card number. She's seen the picture, saw my ID. Here's your room key. Didn't even fucking stress nothing, bro.
Yeah, you actually used a Home Depot gift card.
Dude, and it was like an actual Home Depot hotel.
Dog, we pulled up to that when we were driving to a second hotel. There was like all of a sudden all this homeless and shit. I was like, where the fuck did you book?
Oh, yeah.
Mark?
No, I thought I fucked.
And then we pull into a Walmart. I was like, oh shit, you're staying at a Walmart.
Yeah,
Nice.
a hotel in the Walmart next to the McDonald's in a Walmart. That's not the good look. Yeah. So then we went to Austin. So we're in Austin now. We went and got some like food or something.
Terry
we picked
Black.
up Stotts, and then it was like, okay, we got to be at the Friday Beers party by 5 o'clock.
Shout out Terry Black's though.
Oh yeah, we got.
That's where we
food
got
at Terry
barbecue.
Black's, bro.
Holy shit, that place is
Yeah,
good.
it's just a fucking. I love that place, dude.
Mark doesn't even like food that much. When Mark likes it, that's how you know it's good.
I hate food, and so we go to the party. Now we're supposed to do a comedy show at
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. It's South by Southwest.
in the middle of a fucking rager
In a sauna, basically.
in
as
a
well.
fucking enclosed area that's not enclosed. It just has a roof, but there's no soundproofing. Half the room is fucking cornhole tournament and a busy bar, and then an eighth of the room is 30 people trying to listen to a comedy show. And it might be one of the most helliest hell gig setups I've ever seen. And I watched the host. Shout out to Steph D'Agostino, very funny comic coming up from New York. Goes up to host, and she just cannot wrangle this audience.
No
in.
one could have.
Because what it is when you have 20 people up front listening to comedy, if you have other distractions going on, i.e. cornhole, beer pong, fucking a big bar, partying going on right behind you, there's no energy, there's no mystique, there's no fucking comedy
No
show.
respect. The only comic I know that could have probably done well in that room is Joey Diaz. That's about it.
It's
Yeah.
not even like like there's just no fucking like basis to do well because you can't hear any laughs anyway.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't.
There was like nothing that you could do.
Yeah, I think we
Impossible
probably
comedy show.
got some laughs and didn't even know it.
Yeah,
so when you
that's
don't hear
the
that,
thing,
you're
yeah.
like, well, this isn't fun at all. It's just we're up there talking and looking like fucking idiots.
Not only that, but like motherfucking the audio system is going throughout the whole party now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So
outside
now
for
in the
another
outside,
audience of
it
people that
just
don't care.
Yeah, it just sounds like people are getting Taco Bell orders through a fucking PA system for 2 hours. There is no set times. We get up there all of a sudden producing the show. This is what I was pissed about was like on the flyer, my name was like the tiniest name on the flyer, yet I'm the one supposed to close out the show.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this fucking sucks. I felt bad for Griff.
I did
'cause
too.
Griff went up in full character and ate a dick.
I felt bad, and I knew because I knew Griff was having a horrible time because Griff does this thing with his lips where he goes like this, and he did it like after one of his things, and he asked some people what the problem was. They didn't answer. He walked away and was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he is hating this right now,
yeah.
dude.
I did that on stage.
You did that on stage. And I was like, oh, yeah, this isn't, Griff's not having a good time. But it was like being in the back, right? Because I was filming it. I could imagine how hard it was because I'm sitting there right behind the second row. And it was hard for me to hear you guys because it was so loud right behind me. And then as I was looking in the crowd, there was people sitting, but I would still say like almost half of those people were sitting just because there was chairs for them to sit,
they're not
and
listening,
they were
they're talking.
drinking.
They're
Yeah,
listening, they're talking.
Yeah.
When I went up, I saw Griff eat a dick in full character, and I'm like, that's not what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to tell a joke this whole time because
You can't.
the most embarrassing thing is to like really send it on a joke and just get nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, well, what the fuck? So I'm like, fuck this. I'm just going to do what I want to do, peel back the curtain, shit on this trash fucking comedy show, and maybe that'll get some laughs. But at least I'm going out shooting the way I want to shoot. I would say about 30 seconds in, I start shooting the way I want to shoot and not hitting anything, and it feels just as bad. It feels just as bad. Like there's no good feeling. Even though I'm shitting on the show, I'm still bombing and fucking dying up there, bro.
Yeah.
Dying up there. It was the worst experience of my life. One of the worst shows I've ever done.
We've all done hell bar gigs, and a lot of times one guy will go up or a girl and crack the code. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch Mart's set, see if he can crack code. Maybe he'll get him.
Did not crack.
And I was like, all right, there we go.
No one cracked the code.
No one could crack
No one
the
cracked
code.
the code. And no one did what I did before me. And I was like Liam did it a little bit, and it kind of cracked a little bit. And then I went up, and what I think I did was I just went a little too mean.
What was the meanest thing you said to the audience?
What was the meanest thing I said to the audience? I said, oh, the fact that you could fucking cheer that loud and not laugh in the next breath is like, this is the equivalent to a bot follower crowd. You know, like you guys do no interaction. I also said, like, give it up for this multi-level marketing scheme. Like it was just like I said a lot of mean things. I said a lot of mean things. Said a lot of mean things. I went up to Alex after the set and I was like, was I too mean?
I mean, I looked around. I saw some people that were involved in creating this whole thing, and they were laughing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think so. But, yeah, I like I said, I just felt bad because, like, I know I talked to Griff after, and he was like...
Dude, I have a photo of Griff. I have a photo of Griff afterwards
Oh, I do too.
that we will put in...
Sitting in the chair?
Yeah, we'll put it in for like one of the posts because...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have a picture very, very close to that as well.
Yeah, that's
Here, send me that. I'll put that right here.
Yeah.
Perfectly sums up that show.
Because Griff, I talked to Griff, and he was like, "Man, that felt like an eternity, right? It felt like it took forever."
Yeah.
And it was because even for me, like, I felt bad for you guys that it was feeling like it was taking too long. I was like, damn, like, hopefully my boys just get off this stage.
Yeah, and I feel bad for the people who actually wanted to watch a comedy show and they couldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, all 7 of them.
Yeah, but still 7.
But shout out those 7 people.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bummer because it's like you have access to comics, and you could have asked any one of us to how to set this up. And it just felt like a thing of like, we're going to throw a party. We'll have a magician walking around. We'll do a comedy show. And it's like, that never works.
No.
Okay, that never fucking works.
Yeah, I think
you never
they
turn down the music for a fucking comedy show.
I think they're like, we can have a party and a show at the same time. It's
No.
like, nope,
No.
that doesn't work. There's 2 separate things.
If you ever want to do a comedy show with a party, the comedy show comes first. There's no party before the comedy show. It's a comedy show, then a party. Because no one wants to fucking party and then listen to fucking jokes. It's not how the fucking game works. Yeah. But party was fun. We had the homies from Twitch, man, Spencer, MB Comp.
Yeah.
They all came out. We fucking partied with them. That was a good time. We stole a bunch of talent passes. We gave it to all our boys.
All of our friends.
And they were walking around shoving talent passes in people's faces. That was fun to see.
Yeah.
Stotts
killed it.
Stotts killed it.
Stotts killed it.
Stotts killed it. I loved it, bro.
Murdered.
I was
DJ'd
there.
it.
I was partying. I was dancing to.
He danced. He was there his whole set. You were late
I-
to your comedy show. You were there for so long.
Yeah, no, I didn't see Stotts.
No, but Stotts because that was like we talked about. That was set up for a DJ set. That wasn't set up for a comedy.
Perfect. Well, he crushed it so hard. They were like, we want you to do another
Set.
hour.
They already had him do an extra hour, and then they wanted him to come back and do more. Like there was people dancing, but when Stotts got on, and I've filmed a couple of his actual shows, like everybody came and everybody was dancing. It was a really cool time to see that.
We're in a temporary setup and the camera's blocking the door, but you've seen the lag shot. You know what it looks like. And I was just talking to Mart earlier, and just this instant feedback you get where I'd say 90+%, 95% of golfers cast and you start playing around with that thing, and you're like, oh, I can feel that cast. You don't even know you're doing it in your swing. But now when you start doing that, you start feeling it, and you're like, oh, well, this is what I need to do to not get it to snap. And then you don't have to swing very hard, and then go out there and take that shit on the course. And I saw Mart, who casts, like, start to just be like, all right, what do I need to do with this club to not get it to bend and snap? And he just starts taking it in the slot. And I'm like, if Mart just takes it out to the course, I mean, I'm seeing Mart shooting in the 60s.
Yeah, it's a great tool. It's easy to use. It's not like a bullshit Medicus where you're like, oh, bring it back slow. You can feel it's instant gratification, instant feedback on a wedge, on an iron, on a driver, whatever you want. It's got a club for you. It fits perfectly in the bag. It looks like a real club in the bag, so you don't carry on some bullshit fucking weighted orange ball acting like you're some sort of tryhard. It's just a nice thing. Even in the middle of a round, if you're feeling out of tempo,
Yes.
your takeaway's feeling a little too fast, the transition's coming down a little too hot, pull that fucking lag shot out of the bag and start swinging it, and you'll immediately start feeling what you need to do. Bro, if you want to flag it, fucking lag it, bro.
I love that. I love what you said, instant gratification.
Instant gratification.
That is
bro.
really what it is.
Seriously, one of the things that we absolutely believe in, we love it to death. Lag it to flag it.
Bam.
Use our code CCA for some percentage off.
For some equity.
I think
For some equity.
for some equity.
Equity off.
Use our code CCA for 10% equity in lag shot.
So closing out Sunday, you went to the most anticipated comedy club opening in probably 30 years.
Yeah,
Joe
so-
Rogan opens a comedy club.
Yeah, that was crazy. So Saturday, I'm supposed to fly out. When was the Friday beer show?
That was Saturday.
So I'm supposed to fly out Sunday morning, right? And we're at Terry Black's. I get a text from Bert saying like, yo, do you want to spot at, are you going to be in town tomorrow? Do you want to spot at Mothership? I didn't even know what that meant. Like, to me, I was like, oh, maybe he can text the manager, get me a guest spot or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm supposed to fly out tomorrow morning, but I'll change my flight, bro. Just let me know. And he texts the group, goes, don't change your flight. Come to find out, like 2 minutes later, I look and it's like, oh, he's doing a show at the Mothership. And I just text back, I go, well, I changed my flight. I was like, I changed my flight, so
Yeah, you gotta kind of take command and be like, no, I'm changing my flight.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Mothership.
And I text him on the side. I was like, listen, I changed my flight. It's all good if the spot is full already or whatever, but I'm hanging out because I'm not going to not put myself in the way of that opportunity.
Yeah.
And so it's up in the air, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Bert, that's the homie, but he's got a lot going on. So he can't respond to every little text, right? So I'm texting his assistant, his buddy Pete, who's a really good buddy of mine. And I'm texting when they're getting into Austin. What's the plan? When should I meet him? So I get to the club around, show's at 8. I get to the club around like 7:35, right? I don't get into the club until like 8 because security at Rogan's club is tight. Because you got to figure Rogan, people don't like Rogan. So his security is like ex-Navy SEAL, CIA military trained guys. So it takes like 25 minutes for security to show up. And then they look at me and they're like,
Nope, not this guy.
yeah. And they're like, what the fuck? But whatever. I text Pete. He's like, no, you're on the list. Don't worry. So I finally get let in. Shout out to the homie Bruce. Really nice guy. He leads me up. He's leading me up into the green room. I guess no one's there. He goes, yep. So we just got Jim Norton. He's up there. So yeah, And I'm like, oh, cool. Jim Norton. Who I'm like a huge Jim Norton fan, who's a great comic. Used to do one of the best radio shows ever.
Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, bro. And I'm just like, okay, get into the green room. The fucking club is nice. I see the showroom.
What's the club setup like?
So the main showroom, it looks like the main room at the store, right? Nice stage, big like background thing on behind the curtain that it's like a UFO side. It's like the side of a UFO, so they these like cool alien drawings on that are all lit up. Looks really neat. It looks really cool. And then the room is just like a standard comedy club room, right?
What does it seat? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I would say like 200 something.
Solid. Okay.
Solid like 200 at least. And then they have a second room that kind of looks like the belly room.
Oh, 2-room club. Okay.
Yeah. So the belly room hadn't been open yet, but the main room is where the show was going on. And so I get in there. It's Jim Norton in there. I'm just chilling. It's the booker of the club too. And Adam
Egan.
And then finally, you know, Bert rolls in. Bert rolls in with fucking, I'm talking just like Brian Simpson, who's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's a
He
heavy
rolls
hitter.
through Sam J, who's a fucking beast. All these are great comics. He rolls through with fucking Ron White.
That's my favorite.
He rolls through, and then fucking the man himself, fucking Joe Rogan, comes walking in, and I'm just like, oh fuck,
Nervous.
hell yeah, I'm fucking
You're
nervous, bro.
in the green room, Joe Rogan's club with
Joe Rogan, Jim Norton, Bert Kreischer, Ron White, fucking Simpson, Kim Congdon, like all these like fucking comics that are cool, bro. The cool guys. And I'm just like, I stand up, I shake Joe Rogan's hand, and Joe Rogan gives me this up and down, and I'm like, oh fuck, he hates me. Bro, Joe Rogan gave me the up and down, like, who the fuck is this kid in my green room right now? And so
He's a short Jack guy too.
he's pretty short. He's you.
Yeah, I know.
He's you.
I met him at a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Bro, he's literally you. You're definitely a little bigger than him, but you and him are very similar builds. So he's going, oh, you doing a spot tonight? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, Bird texting me, but, you know, I'm not trying to, I'm just here. I'm here to hang, right? And he's going, yeah, we're going to have fucking Hassan Ahmed, who's like a fucking beast, dude. Such a funny comic, who me and him did like the San Francisco International Comedy Competition like in 2015. So it was cool that both of us are like here now. And then it's just all of a sudden me, Joe Rogan, and the homie Brian Simpson, we're all just chatting. And Joe's like,
What were you chatting about?
just like the show, how it's going to go. And then Joe's like, he's like, he's like, are you supposed to go up tonight? And I was like, oh, no. He was like, Bert texted me if I wanted a spot, but he never like confirmed. I was like, you know Bert. And Brian's like, yeah, I know Bert. And Joe's like, yeah, well, I booked this fucking show, and Bert told me he didn't have any fucking openers or something. He's like, did you want to do a spot? And then Brian, thank God, dude, shout out Brian Simpson, bro. He was like, dude, this is like Bert's guy. He brought him to Europe. He's fucking hilarious. He came up with Fury, who's another comic that I came up with. And Joe's like, okay, you want to do a spot? And I was like, yeah, I'll do a spot. He's like, how much time you want to do? I was like, whatever you want. Normally when you do like a guest spot, 5 to 7. He's like, you want to do 15? I was like, hell yeah, I want to do fucking 15. Because 15 you could fucking really, 15 you could, 7 you can crush, 15 you could fucking demolish, you know? And fucking, it was just crazy, bro. It's like, all right, there's no host. You're going to bring up Jim Norton. Actually, you're going to bring up Sam J. You may be able to bring up Ron White. And I'm like, I'm just like, how did I get here, dude?
Yeah.
And it was just fucking went up second on the show after Hassan opened it up. And I normally don't talk good about me or whatever, but I fucking smashed that shit, bro. I kicked that dick off of that show, bro.
I read the comments on your post, and there's people from that show saying you fucking killed that mothership. You killed.
Yeah.
One of them said you had the whole crowd eating out of your hands.
Yeah,
so,
I was like, and it was good for me because the night prior I had did like 5 sets. I did like 5 sets, so I was just
You were polished.
I was just like tuned up.
Yeah.
I had like 2 or 3 new jokes that were hitting that I was like excited to do. And you know, like whenever you have a new joke that's working, you're like just excited to do that one joke, but it still carries throughout the whole set.
Sell the shit out of that.
Yeah. So did that. Watched fucking Sam J go up after me. Then she brings up Brian Simpson. He brings up Ron White or Jim Norton. Jim Norton brings up Bert. Halfway through Bert's set, calls Ron White down to do the tater salad story. It was just like a fucking legendary night, bro. It was crazy, bro. Then you were just like in the green room with Joe Rogan. He's telling stories, Ron, Jim, and It was fucking insane, bro. It was absolutely insane, bro.
I don't think you could ask for a better weekend than that.
No, it was cool, bro. It was pretty wild. Got Ron White's number. He wants to go golf. Hopefully we can get a little video with Ron White. That'd be pretty sick. It'd be fucking real
Awesome.
sick.
He's one of my favorite comedians.
Shut the fuck
Probably
up.
the top.
Shut up, dude. Dude, Alex has no idea. Who
He's
Ron
just trying to
White-
fuck with me right now.
Yeah.
I just honestly think he's funny. I've seen his specials, his potato bit. I think it's up there, honestly.
Potato bit.
I hate this fucking guy. I hate this fucking guy.
I'm glad he got sober.
Yeah, so then I just got drunk at Joe Rogan's club. Shout out Comedy Mothership. If you're in Austin, go fucking see one of those shows because that place is going to be special, bro.
Was this opening weekend?
Opening weekend. Not even
Ooh.
opening weekend. Soft opening. Not even opening.
Ooh, look at you getting in early.
Yeah.
You got those clubs before they even hit the market.
Yep.
Yeah. And while you were doing that, we were running from airplane to airplane terminal, getting
Yep.
a workout at the airports.
That was intense.
It was intense, but I was excited because when you started telling me that you were doing this Mothership show, I was like, hell yeah, dog. Just a matter of time before Mark is seen by the big dogs. And
The big
is
dogs.
a big dog
That is
himself.
the big dog that you
Big
want
dogs.
to see.
Hey, and you know, bro, big dogs bring the fucking little dogs around.
There we
you know what
go.
I'm saying? My
There
two
you go.
little dogs.
I'm your
No, I
little
just-
mini pit, you know?
No,
the-
it's just like
No,
it's
I
just
got
like,
some cute little skits.
I love experiencing success because I just want I'm always wanting to fucking just like bring everything with me, you know. So it's like
Just a matter of time before we have a country club adjacent live show at the Mothership.
straight up, dog. It really is. It is just a matter of time.
Is that about all the time podcast should be? What do you guys think?
How long was that?
I think that's about the time a podcast should be.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
honestly.
make sure you send Jake a DM, wishing him well on his second rhinoplasty. The first one kind of went awry, and then congratulate Stotts.
Yep. And again, he was asking us if you're like a dad or you've been there, shoot him like a detailed message with any advice. So
Yes. And also, if you are in San Diego or the San Diego area, please, 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 I will be there at the end of the month at Mic Drop Comedy Club. March 31st through April 1st. 3 shows. They are selling out quick. Get your tickets now. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to take pictures with everybody and shit. And then follow me. I stream every day at twitch.tv/Mark Smalls Live.
and if you haven't, subscribe to our YouTube and
Subscribe
really
to our fucking YouTube.
we really appreciate when you watch our long form videos.
Yes.
That means the world to
We
us.
spend a lot of time on them. We spend a lot of time on direction. Matt spends a lot of time editing.
Yeah, shout out Matt.
Shout out Matt. He's the best fucking editor. He's the guy that you're like, oh my God, these edits are fire. And we got a Caitlyn Jenner match coming up. So
Woo!
Yeah, if you're already watching the video, doesn't take that much. Just hit that little like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that little bell. Every time we post something, you'll get a notification. Do the same on our podcast page. Like, subscribe, bell.
Boom.
come fucking catch these hands,
Yep.
bro.